Alright guys, welcome everyone. In the first part, I'm not doing anything particularly for that, but in the first part we set up at the very beginning this small city here with 5 livestock farm with 2 livestock whole range and basically a cargo station and a small train going here and back from Sasalis. And we put basically this typical design for living area. I figured out this small bell form. Basically, our people have everything they need except the church, and of course, luckily they are not alcoholic as well. And later on, we will raise the government loyalty as well. I don't mind it at the moment. But this was the first setup, importing some electricity to maintain here what we need. Basically not much, we need 2 megawatt, we're not even using 1, but just in case I put 2. And we were just showing that with this really slowly, even on hard mode, if you are bored about doing the same thing over and over again, on hard mode you can start with this setup and it will create some extra money. Not much, really not much. It's really a slow start, but it works. And then on the next day we set up at Molna. We set up our refinery over here with the train connection. We were importing in that time we were importing the electricity, and we built this small city over here. Nothing more. This area and this refinery. Now it's working nicely. So we have usually over 300 workers in it. We're making really nice money out of it because we're selling everything to Molna and back, and as you can see it's a really short distance, so it goes really fast. Okay, and in the next day, basically today, built a coal mine over here. I left some place here for further plans, which I will show later on once we will be there. Connected to here to a small aggregate, I mean a large aggregate, but we will keep it like that. And we put a coal plant here just to have our own electricity, and of course the extra we selling to Molna. So we set up again, changed the setup, and we connected the power plant exactly to Molna to be able to sell the electricity. And of course we're leaving some places for further buildings and plans, which we will get to. And then, because of this mine and because of the power plant, the core processing plant, I wanted some high educations, so we put the medical university and the technical one. So for all of these we needed workers, so we created this living area. This is a big design, because usually I'm putting the small shopping center in the middle, but this time I thought it would be much better to put a large one, the big one. And the design is basically the same. We have this inner road connected to the main road here. So from this view it's much better. So we're going this is the entrance. We put a hospital, fire station in the entrance. Living place, so maybe we can fit a couple of houses over here. We put the big shopping center. We're creating a form of bell by the road, putting the two pubs like that. We're leaving some place in the middle, so basically we can put any monument we want. I figured out this time it's better to put just a big star, and we put a big bus platform over here, so everybody from this area can go to this bus station by foot. As you can see, all the buildings can go, except these two, but these two goes to the university and to the hospital, fire station, so they are not exactly the part of this setup. And at the outside we're putting all the sport equipment it's needed, and in the inside we're fitting, next to the bell, we're fitting a cinema, a couple of, in this case I put 4 kindergarten, and we have 1, 2, 3 school as well. And as you can see, I was squeezing all the buildings around this area, and everything in this case, even this furthest one, can go to the shopping center. That's the main goal here, to put them as far that they still be able to walk to the shopping center. Or the two main points of this whole setup, to be the shopping center in walking distance and the bus station is in walking distance. So from here the bus station should be reachable. As you can see, everybody can reach it. As I said, we do not care about these two because I just put them later on when I put the universities. So from this side everybody can walk there, and from this side everybody can walk to here. So it's a very good setup, and I will go this setup in the whole game because it just works really nicely. And honestly, I think it looks nice. And of course we're squeezing some trees and etc. So as we want. So that was the first couple of days what we were doing. Now we saving some money, because in the next episode I want to create something else. This video is just a quick summarize what we did. I'm not going in very detailed in this, but tomorrow when we will build our next part, which going to be oil for Molna, just spoiler alert. So the plan to build oil field, oil rigs over here as much as we can, connect it here with a train. We will planning to build a train tunnel over from here to here. We will have a loading, unloading here. I'm planning to have here storage, like a oil tank like this one, just in case, because I don't know how much oil we will produce. So we will send a train there and back, there and back, there and back like crazy, just with the oil, to be able to cut back the import what we have, so we can earn probably much more money than this. And we have at moment over here about 10,000 people living in this small area, and we have about 5,000 living in the other one. But that other city, we just do not care. That's not our main part. I was just building there to show we can start like that as well. It's a really slow one, and later on we will go and build something next to the NATO probably. I'm planning to put here something like maybe to this corner I will put, because we have here electricity, we have the train, but if really needed I can bring the electricity from over here. It's not really cost a lot. And I'm planning to put together here a little alcohol factory, let's say, and just sell it to the NATO, nothing else. So we can catch back on dollars as well, because later on I already have the plans what I want to do, and for that we will need a ton of money, a ton. I don't know, probably to finish everything there we will need like at least 3 million ruble or so, and now we have 1.5, which is nice because it will be basically enough to fill this area, this plant, because basically the new power plant here costs 260, but let's say 300k with the conveyors set up. The tunnel will cost, just the tunnel will cost another 250, 300, so it's already 600,000, and we basically did nothing, just built a power plant and a tunnel. So yeah, and here in the water probably I will squeeze somewhere over here or over here a construction office with a couple excavators, because here in the water we have oil as well. I can show it. You see, we have oil here, nice oil. But sadly in this case this is so far, so here I cannot, in this part I cannot mine. I mean I could, but I can manage it like that if I put one here, one over here somewhere, and one over here, so just a small part will miss. But if I really want I can build it like that I will raise the terrain under the water and create a small island and connect it with a small, here connect it with a small road over, how to show it, over here I will connect it with a small road, and then because if I build it here it's too long for the pipelines, so they cannot go this far. So I need to build a small road over here, and then I can bring the pipeline with pumps and then go to the rest, but we will see. I don't think I will mess a lot with that. Probably I will just use the 3 next to the beach, but we will see. So yeah, and basically here everywhere we will have oil fields connected to here, a few we will fill it, the train, we will bring the train here, fill it with the refinery, and we hope the best if it will work properly and nicely. Alright, thank you for watching, and see you guys on the next